Good morning, everybody. Or afternoon, whatever time you are watching the stream. About to dive in to the latest episode as we continue our second playthrough. I am, as always, scheduling the streams into 30-minute Let's Play episodes on YouTube for those of you who can't tune into the live streams on YouTube and Twitch. Currently, because I'm going to be out of the office for the 9th of June through July 1st, I just scheduled this morning episode 103 starts on the 10th of June, and we'll be doing one episode a day throughout the month of June until I get back into the office. So you'll still be able to get your daily dose of Starfield, even though I won't necessarily be live streaming any Starfield throughout the month of June because I won't have access to my Xbox. So you'll still get your coverage, and you'll still be getting fun stuff. In the meantime, though, I still got a few more days in me before I go out of the office, so we're going to keep going. When we left off yesterday, I was here doing crafting. I think I deposited everything. Nope, I did not deposit everything. I'm still carrying like 4,000 pounds of stuff. There we go. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go upstairs and we're going to sort out some new gear for Sarah. Because I got some stuff stored in the chest up here.
We've always considered ourselves explorers.
But just cosmetic stuff. Sam!
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation.
I agree. Your subtitles don't match up with your voiceover, but that's okay. Alright, we need to see what's in here because... First up, let's stash some of this stuff. Do I need to stash that? No, we need to sell that. I do want to hold on to that pack, though. That's a cool looking suit, man. Alright, let's look at the spacesuits because... Advanced War Dog spacesuit is the same as this one, right? No, this one has different colors. I guess we'll stick her in this. No, that's way better though, man. And I've already got a pack. Helmet-wise, I'm just gonna have to see here.
Okay, that's it. Time to sell some of your junk.
You know what? You
I'm
hush,
here
girl.
for you, my love. Glad to haul whatever you need.
Alright. Let's give you the spacesuit. That. You've already got your own helmet. Can I? Oops. I don't even know if you can equip spacesuits on her. I never paid attention if you can like change her suits and stuff. Yep. It's probably still going to show the Hadrian's outfit though, right? Man, I need to give her a different weapon other than the... Well, we'll sort that out in a minute. Oh, I just bugged it out.
Want to see what I'm carrying?
There we go. It bugged out for a second. That was awesome. Can I take this off, and is it going to show you not having it on? So now you just go back to your regular... Alright.
Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag.
Alright, what weapons do I have? I have a bunch of weapons on the ship, too,
Don't stay away too long.
that I could give to her. Yeah, what if we gave her the shotgun?
What's happening, darling? Bring me anything useful?
Has a laser sight? She's got 3 arc welders? Why do you need 3 arc welders? Does she need some ammo, or does she have ammo? Well, I guess we'll have to go.
Maybe if you're lucky,
out.
we'll talk again later.
We'll talk again later. Well, I'll see what she looks like here later on after we get out and about.
Where the hell did you learn to do all of that? Oh, please don't send me on.
What? Hang on, guys. Chris is waving at me. Huh? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Sorry guys, Chris was checking something and I had to respond. I need to go check an email real quick too. Okay. What? Revísalo, Chris, porque no tengo nada aquí. Alright, hang on, we're back. I had to check an email. Okay, let's we need to like sell and do some other stuff and check the ship inventory and sell some of these arc welders. What? Sell that suit. Oh, hang on a second, guys. I just realized something. It says that I didn't spend a point. And I know I did last night. Ah, I see what happened. The exit save did not track my crafting progress last night, so I'm gonna have to run back downstairs really quick.
Hey, let me know when you're ready to take me along with you.
We gotta go back down. We gotta do some crafting again real quick, everybody. I did not do a hard save last night when we quit the stream. I guess it wasn't last night, it was yesterday afternoon. And as a result, it did
I
not
think you need to get
track
rid of some of that gear.
because I had leveled up. I gotta find out which one it was too, cause well, now I don't even see it, so that's frustrating. Alright, well, I'm not gonna stress about it. It's not a big deal. We could do it another time. Honestly, I should probably just put all this stuff in there. I'll hold on to the multi-packs. I probably need to stop looting food for a while because I got so much stuff. I just received an email. You alright, Pippin? You waking up, sweetie? Hang on. Vigente. No, dicen estado vigente. Es porque tú llamaste. Ya, es una estupidez. Pero dicen ahorita que es de vigente, entonces espero mi email a las personas. Juntos vamos. Temprano, a las 9. Alright, sorry guys, I got sidetracked. Chris and I were dealing with health insurance stuff. For some reason the system was not registering that my health insurance was good, and we had already paid our annual subscription like 3 weeks ago. And so Chris made a telephone call this morning and bitched and moaned at somebody on, and then it just went through. So it was literally just the system was kicking out an error. The reason it kicks out an error, this is an interesting thing. So for those of you who are from different countries or whatever, so because you know, I split my time between the US and Mexico, but our homestead is in Mexico, and I have health insurance here. So Americans and Canadians and a lot of people around the world, we have 3 names, right? Like my name is something something something, Timothy, you know, dun 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 dun, right? Well, in Mexico they do 4 names, like Juan Gabriel Lopez Gabriel. Like they do 4 names. So all of the online submission forms, every form you fill out in Mexico has a place for 4 names. Well, I only have 3 names. So anytime I do paperwork here, it confuses computer systems and it confuses people because I only have 3 names. Remember one time when I first was registering for health insurance years ago, because I only have 3 names, somebody in the office took it upon themselves. Like we filled out all the forms, submitted everything, went to make the payment, came back, deposited the payment, got our paperwork back, and someone had put my middle name as like one of my middle names as Lopez. And it's like, no, I'm not a Lopez. I am a dun dun dun. And they had just put Lopez in because their computer system would not accept only 3 names. So they had to have 4 names to put it into the system. So this is what we were running into again recently, is that I only have 3 names. Like many countries around the world. Anyway, I think we're solved. Hopefully there's no more errors. Thank you, Chris. We need to do some selling and some overall stuff here. Probably just go straight to the UC distribution center. Since I get the best discounts because I'm a Class 1 citizen of the United Colonies. Because I have drank that Kool-Aid and it was tasty. Yes, sir, I'll be a UC citizen. I got a penthouse at the top of the tower that I have never decorated. Maybe one day.
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently... Welcome to UC Distribution. Oh, well, sir.
Alright, let's sell. What do I got here? Do I have oh, I bet I could give her one of these. No, they're all pistols, man. I should just sell these, to be honest with you. They don't have enough credits, though. I don't need those. Do I have this written down? Alright, I only need... I need the 50 MI. I need the 11mm. I don't need the 12 gauge. I do need those. 6.5? I do need. 7.62, nope. 7.7mm, nope. Okay, that dropped me a little bit more. Sort by weight. What else I got in here? Hydraulic clamp? What is that? Nothing? Honestly, these multi-packs I'm going to get rid of because they weigh a ton. Formulated for health. I'm never going to use mines. Sell those. Oh, she didn't have any more money. Boo!
Right.
Alright, what quest are we working on today, everybody? Now that I'm done with all that. Oh, and where do I want to spend my point? We can both relax now, Chris. We can both relax now. Thank you. Well. Alright, get rid of my notebook, because I got all my ammo. Where do I want to spend my point? Honestly, I don't really... I suppose I could do the last rank of piloting, or I could do my other boost pack. Let's do the other rank of boost pack. Need to talk to Barrett. Is he on the ship? He's on the ship. Don't know what Barrett wants
Lifting
from
off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Barrett.
Oh, pardon me. Was that your stomach or mine?
Barrett. 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 Dude, he won't talk to me. What's up, Barrett? Well, I can sit in the chair. Why can't I interact with Barrett?
Oh, come on!
Well, talk to me, brah. Well, here we're gonna do something here. See, I could talk to Sarah, but it won't let me talk to Barrett. Alright, whatever. Bethesda jank! No, that was potatoes. Let's go do the Freestar Ranger stuff, man. This is a fun quest line. I don't think we were working on it. You know, I should check my neon quests, because we were working on a ton of neon stuff, and I don't know if there's more neon stuff that we need to be working on. Aw, Pippin.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
I might have a moment later, but... Didn't we do this quest? Apparently not. We're going back to Neon, everybody. I changed my mind. You're along for the ride. We're going all different places this morning.
I have things for you.
Is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply for a dangerous galaxy.
Ever run into spacers?
Away from home, here on Neon.
Because I forgot we were clearing quests on Neon before we wrapped up yesterday to go craft. That was all we needed to do? Is just visit? I already looted it the other day. That's why I was wondering why it did that. Who's Mania Adams? She's on Neon.
Have some sleep crate units available for rent, but someone like you.
Oh, we're going up into the Astral Lounge, baby.
Don't you have something better to do?
Looks like something you might be interested in.
The music is amazing!
Well, we all have different tastes in music. What's amazing or not.
They say, for every 5 credits Benjamin Bay you spent on Neon, 4 went to the Astral Lounge.
What brings you here?
I'm in town for business. My client leaves a mess, I clean it up.
What do you do for work?
I'm an independent contractor, working for some very wealthy clients. They open deals, I close them.
Anything I can do for you?
There might be. I originally came here to complete a business deal, but the client, in a fit of foolishness, decided to close on their own. Rather than dispose of the evidence properly, they left it in a warehouse. Real amateur stuff. So there are some loose ends that need tying, and I prefer a third party handle it. Would you be interested?
Sure. Make sure it's worth my while.
I'm giving you half of my usual fee, which, according to my clients, is a ransom 3 times over. But I'm worth every cred. You'll find the merchandise in a locker in the warehouse behind Neon Tactical. Gangs in Ibside often use that area to peddle their sunshine and lollipops, so if shit's puckaroo, you'll have to improvise. Once you secure the merchandise, sell it to Coleman Lang at the Trade Authority, so it's part of their regular inventory. Return here when the job is done.
Copy that.
For you, when you have a moment.
Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. You act like I want to always pick up your stuff. I do not. I'm guessing we have to go... By the way, how do we ever, it only ever shows me that one level.
ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do
Scram, I'm on duty.
Baristas undergoes enhanced training.
Pakaroo. I've never heard that phrase before.
You. Yeah, you. You're really going to...
If I have to eat fish for dinner one more time,
I actually came
Things
across
for
this
you.
warehouse the other day and didn't do anything in here.
I don't know who got those idiots at the Merchants Alliance to work together, but whoever it is, I've got a baton with their name on it.
Oh, that's the fallout from the quest we did the other day. And because we already took care of the gangs in here, this isn't going to be a problem, I don't think. See, here's the bodies left over from when we were in here doing that quest the other day. Yep. Trade authority, eh?
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring.
better not be a waste of my time. Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving?
I'm not sure how to answer that.
Yeah? Well, then let me spell it out for you. You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or have some liberated goods taken off your hands for a reasonable price.
Liberated goods.
So, instead of wasting my time making me explain how the business world works, let's get a move on.
Liberated goods is my specific area of interest.
Now that's what I'm talking about. We both want to make some money, so what'll it be?
Interested if you'd be interested in this side star.
Not a bad gun. Good balance, weight. Allied Armaments is a UC company, but their stuff is military grade. But that is not the issue here. That gun is hotter than a frying pan full of fish grease. I'm not giving you anywhere near market rate.
Weapon engineering. The custom mods on that pistol aren't cheap. It has improved recoil and fire rate.
Ha! Should have known better than to try and fool a weapons expert. All right, I'll pay you what it's worth. But only because I know for a fact NSEC won't come looking for it.
All right, let's do some business. Oh, I can do work for the Trade Authority?
Really? You? Okay, sure. First, get on out of here because this isn't a recruitment station. Seriously, check out one of the mission boards if you want to run cargo for us. Jobs are for whatever's listed. And if running cargo's not your thing, then that's too bad because that's what we've got.
All right, let's do some business.
Now we're getting somewhere.
All right, what do you got for me, man? Yeah. Nothing fancy.
All right, buzz off. Busy.
If we don't have it, we can get it. You know the power of haste.
What are you looking
We've got you covered.
for? Have you wondering what that smell is?
Have you tried one of those?
People joke, say those balloons out there.
I still think Mass Effect had like way
I
better
picked up
like
something you
club
might be
music.
interested in.
Cowboy said that guy's such a dick. Yeah, man, he really is. He's like one of the worst Trade Authority guys.
What now? Then my client can finally relax. He's a very tense man, you see. Tried to smile once, years ago, and didn't like the fit. But I digress. Here's your payment, as promised.
Thank you very much. Any more jobs?
Yes, but I never work with the same client twice. Call it a personal rule. Goodbye.
When you have a moment.
I'm not gonna say this twice. Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space.
Have your fun.
Separate-
Your best flight. We'll be here when you're ready.
All right, we'll do this delivery really quick.
I have things for you.
All right. Those Insta deliveries are nice, man. Go back to Neon. We're just gonna clear activities today for the meanwhile. Get all these out of my quest journal and get a bunch of XP. Neon has so many quests.
See? I told you. Look at this place. Ridiculous, right?
Why would someone open a mining supplies business on an ocean
Take
planet?
it easy.
Ocean planet,
Exactly.
yeah, man.
I can't believe this place is still open. I
It's a
give it a
wonderful
few
day,
more
my friend.
months before this.
Welcome, welcome, my friend. It's been a long time since I've seen a
Look
new
around and
face.
see if there's something we can buy.
Yeah, sure.
Business
You
can't
wanna
be that
waste your
bad.
I'm afraid it
You
is.
go right ahead.
You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure.
Well, it is an
a
ocean
sad
planet,
day.
bro. Perhaps I could help.
That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose.
Anything I do to help save your store?
You would do that for a total stranger? Bless
I'll
you,
do
my
it for the
friend.
XP and
Bless
credits.
you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business.
Okay.
And you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group.
One second here. Sounds simple enough.
Wonderful. Simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know.
All right.
Take as long as you need. I can wait.
He probably has some
Certainly,
interesting
my friend.
crafting supplies for sale for sure. God, I should probably buy all of these and go stash them in the ship. What's up, Eleanor? I am gonna buy all of these. Alright.
I really appreciate what you are doing.
I gotta remember how to get back to the ship from here.
Something for you when you have a moment.
I'm gonna have to go look at the map because I do not know where to go to get back to my ship. Dun, dun, dun. God, it's one of these. Surface map. Like, there's totally an exit somewhere around here. No, that's Ebbside, man. I don't want to go to Ebbside. Yeah, in the middle, I just never remember where it's at.
Unique, original, bored. Ever look in the mirror and wish you could see another version of you? Now is the time to enhance. Be here when you're ready.
Oh, Spaceport Terminal. It tells me right there.
Products, so you can take
just want to go dump everything off at the ship. Lalar says 1 level away from being able to build any ship I want. Nice. Probably still too far away from the ship to deposit, but we'll see. Nope, we're good. Everybody's good here, Valinar. Thanks for asking. Distribute flyers to Neon merchants. So I guess I'm about to just manually talk to some of these people.
Fill out an application.
Hey there, intrepid explorer. Ready to make your ultimate?
Have things for you.
Hello there. Come on in, please. Have a good look around.
Here, I got a flyer.
Business could always be better. I'll take that.
1 down.
Come back soon. We have plenty of
Picked up something you might be interested in.
Sophistication, the glory of the
You didn't hear this right, but those ecliptic mercenaries, factions use them sometimes. Free stock collected and you see what.
Shared Authority Guard will probably just tell me to fuck off. But
If it's too hot, it's better not be a waste of my time. I don't need it. Not interested.
Yep.
All right, buzz off. I'm busy. Need something? I don't need.
Such an asshole.
You, find anything else?
Unfortunately, I'm not, Joe. I've got to be on a transport at right around the time that that event is going live. I'm actually heading out the door for the out-of-office trip that I'm on. So, pretty sure we're going to get the announced date for Indiana Jones, as well as Avowed. Probably gameplay footage for Indiana Jones and Avowed. Other games, you know, we shall see.
Glad you killed Warlord. I just wish I was there to see it. I don't need any handouts. I'll pass. Always keep plenty of ammo in stock.
Yeah, I would assume we'll get a launch date for Shattered Space, yeah. I guess all of these you have to go inside to get to. No, those are the apartments.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
Yeah.
You good? Soon the Aurora will flow again, and we will be swimming in credits. Soon the Aurora. Whatever, just hit.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Have things for you. Got a problem?
It'll really be interesting to see if we get an announcement for an upcoming Fallout game after all the hype around the Fallout show and everything. It'd be really great to get some more information on Elder Scrolls 6 too.
Fully stocked and ready to sell. Here, let me see that. Oh. Tell everyone you know about our store.
Save it for someone who gives a damn.
There's as many traps as there are temptations here in Neon. If you're here to report a crime, take it to...
Nope, you're not
Later.
a merchant, so...
I have things for you.
What I might end up doing though, Joe, is it just depends on, because I'll be in a hotel the night of the 9th, which is the event happening on the 9th. So what I might do is push out some YouTube shorts and TikTok shorts around whatever news I see. Just depends on what the Wi-Fi is going to be like at the hotel. You getting up, Pippin? Where are you going, honey? Oh, wait, you're the dude whose flyers I'm passing out. You don't want to come say hi? Come here and say hi before I put you outside.
You might be interested in.
Since you're waking up. Come here. This is little kitty cat who is now 100% healed up. She is a monster right now, jumping all over desks and laptops. Yes. You got in trouble last night. Mommy put you outside because you were outside of the office because you were being naughty last night, jumping up on the laptops and almost knocked my streaming lights over. Yeah. And then you got to come back inside because I couldn't sleep because you were hollering all night. So I put you on your little walking leash. She stayed in bed with me. I'll be right back. Yeah, she's a good kitten. They just turned 2 years old on the 23rd of May.
When you have a moment.
Hey there.
Hello.
Got the shakes,
Hope you're feeling well today.
Don't worry. Doc Manning will fix you up.
Is that obvious?
Oh my goodness. All right.
Whole body feels like it's
Just touring the clinic.
Oh. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to...
Alright. Unusual for medical supply company to be low on
I can assure you it
supplies.
isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard, and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic.
He's obviously got a stranglehold.
Then you understand what I'm up against. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volai system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do
Don't listen to Panda.
anything at all, you just let me know.
I can help you with your medical supply problem.
That would be amazingly helpful. Oh, and I'll pay you.
I more prefer Solomon's Brew. You know what? You don't have to pay me anything.
As much as I'd like to believe that. But anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding. She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started.
This sounds like a cool story.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Alright, here's a flyer.
I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic. Stay away from Aurora.
I got one more flyer to turn in.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
I'm more addicted to chunks than I am anything else, man. Chunks, chunks, chunks!
Things have gotten pretty bad. It's nice to see you two. We have plenty of space available.
Oh, thanks.
Maybe we
Let
should
me know
set
if I
up
can
a
help you while you're visiting Neon.
We'll be here when you're ready. The hotel
I have things for you.
Hey there.
What's up, my friend? Here to purchase some mining goods?
Handed out all your flyers.
Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not...
Alright, let's go do that doctor's quest. That sounds cool. Is that going to be an activity? Relief run.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
I'll be right back. There's a perk magazine on this quest. Cool.
Docking at 90%, 95%, and done.
Hang on, I'm checking a couple of things over here. Dun, 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 dun. This is so funny to me. I love triggering people with certain things, so I pushed out a review for Star Wars The Acolyte, the season premiere this morning. It has 100% thumbs up, which is great, but it has -4 subscriber. I lost 4 subscribers on my Star Wars video because some poor little anti-Disney Star Wars people are like, no, he liked Star Wars, I can't follow the channel anymore. Bye-bye. Not gonna miss you.
Stopping at the clinic to do a bit of xeno research, eh? Count me in.
I understand.
Probably can't steal these. This will all be theft, probably. Yep.
And in that year, how many times have
Anything
we
I
had
can
this
help you
conversation
with?
about late or missing shipments of supplies?
I believe this is the 3rd time.
Yes, that sounds right. 3 times. I will be making it very clear to your superiors that lives are at stake, and the clinic requires reliable transport. If your company cannot meet our needs, someone else will.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Thank you, Dr. Salvato. You may return to your duties.
Okay, so there's been supply issues.
Can't ever get here fast enough.
Copy that. Do I need
It's
to talk
encouraging
to
to know that every case we cure here likely means dozens or hundreds more can be saved in the future. Welcome to the clinic. I'm Dr. Darvish, Chief of Medicine. Is there something I can do for you?
You're on business.
Are you? Because I don't have any appointments scheduled. We have a particular focus on astrovirology here, so the patients we take on tend to have unusual cases that require long-term care, and sometimes require unorthodox or experimental treatments. We have an
I don't know,
excellent track
Joe.
record
It
that speaks for itself,
baffles the mind
but it doesn't leave
sometimes.
room for much else.
I remember when I
Whatever
did
business you may be
when
here
I was
for,
doing
I trust
the
that you will
reviews on
conduct it
Willow,
quickly
when that
and do
Willow
so
show
without
came out
interfering with
last
my
year,
staff or our
that was the
operations.
first month. So I usually average, right now it's like 1,200, 1,500 new subscribers a month is probably my average. I think we've been sticking pretty steady for a while now. I think at the time that the Willow show came out, we were maybe around 800 to 1,000 or something. That was the first month where I only gained like I think a total of 200 followers. I lost like 600 or 800 followers that month because I was talking positively about Willow, and I had a whole bunch of people who were there for like Rings of Power stuff and discussions around Rings of Power and everything else, and then they found out that I was critiquing Rings of Power, but I wasn't critiquing Disney. And so I had a whole bunch of people come out of the woodwork starting to like rant and rave about how they hated Disney and Disney this, Disney that, politics, Florida, politics, religion, Disney's woke, Disney this, Disney's brainwashing my kids, Disney that. And I was just like, you know what? Y'all are off your rockers. And I started pushing back against it. And that was the first month I've ever seen in the history of my YouTube career where I lost like hundreds of followers in a month because I was positively saying something about a show that had just all this hate against it. People get upset about the wrong things sometimes, man.
Would you now?
It's a TV show.
Well, I suppose we could always
Nothing
use
political about it.
research specimens. The more data we have about what's out there in the settled systems, the faster we can diagnose.
A lot of people will
illnesses.
subscribe because they
theory,
see a
at
specific
least.
piece of content, and because I do
suppose
chunks,
we
I'll
could
do like
consider you
right now
an
we're in a Starfield
independent
chunk,
contractor of sorts.
and then I did I'll do
Organic membranes provide
World of
excellent
Warcraft,
data
and then
for
I'll do
treating
Rogue
viruses.
Trader. I'll do chunks
could
of
use some
things for a
additional
few weeks at a
samples.
time, and so they subscribe thinking that's all I'm ever gonna do, and then I start doing other things. And they start to get a little upset because like, well, I thought you only did this, but now you're doing this instead. Rah! Go back to doing that other thing. Rah! Fuck off.
Dr. Cartwright in Aquila City said I was crazy when I told her I wanted to transfer here. Now I kind of understand why.
Joseph Manning sent me to pick up some medical supplies.
Hey, let's keep our voices down. The clinic doesn't exactly know I'm giving its supplies away. That being said, I've been expecting someone soon. I've heard Bayou really has a vice grip on Neon right now. I have some supplies I can give you. Should be more
I need to
than
catch
enough
up
for
on the
now,
last
and
2
it shouldn't draw
seasons
any
of.
suspicion from the clinic. I'll have them loaded onto
Well, I
your
guess
ship.
it's the last season. I did not watch the last season of Star Trek Discovery because I was busy with other stuff. I did catch up on Strange New Worlds, but I did not finish the last season of Star Trek Discovery, and the final season is coming up, so I really need to watch the last season and then watch the final season of Star Trek Discovery because I like Star Trek too.
Of course. The people of Neon aren't going to heal themselves. You'll find the supplies on your ship. Hurry along before anyone suspects anything.
I'm also going to watch the new, they're doing another version of Battlestar Galactica, and even though the reimagined series they did, 20 years ago is my favorite. It's still my favorite TV show of all time. I'll happily watch the reboot they do. The funniest thing to me about Star Wars The Acolyte so far has been, your typical anti-Disney Star Wars trolls coming out of the woodwork and making these ridiculous comments about how. So I already saw multiple YouTube videos. They've ruined Star Wars, the canon, with this, that, or the other, and it's like, man, it's the High Republic. They can do whatever the fuck they want. There is no ties to anything. There's no ties to the Old Republic. There's no ties to George Lucas' Skywalker saga. There's no ties to anything. So they have free reign to just sort of do whatever they want, create whatever they want, have fun with the, the lore and the pillars of Star Wars, and I'm on board for all of it. Like, I'll definitely critique the things that I'm not a huge fan of, but it's Star Wars. I'm gonna, until I am in the grave, I am going to love Star Wars. Like, you cannot take that away from me. Ever since I was, 5 years old or whatever. Lightsabers, the Force, aliens, spaceships, the title crawl. I'm on board for all of it. And then I was pretty, you know, that first two episodes of The Acolyte were pretty fun.
When you have a moment.
I watched the episodes this morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then got the review up. It's like I gotta wait another week. The cool thing though is that what's up?
Are you working toward that next step?
It's gonna be really interesting to see the Mandalorian and Grogu movie when it comes out.
Something for you when you have a moment.
Yeah, they've been trying to do a show around the Dark Tower for a while now, Joe. Like, I don't know if you saw the most recent film that had Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba in it. It was not that great of a film. I still enjoyed it because it's the Dark Tower, and it's like I could care less who does the adaptations or how the adaptations are done as long as I get more adaptations. Like, I'm happy to see. I'll happily watch whatever iterations of the Dark Tower they put out because it's a fun book series, and I'm, you know,
What can
I want to see
Light
more.
Medical do for you?
The film was not that good. It had some cool stuff in it, but
Hello.
it was not
Hope you're
that
feeling
good of
well
a film.
today.
But I
Great.
still enjoyed it, you know.
Thank you for all of your help. You really came through for me here. Things could have been bad if you hadn't come along. Here, take this. You've earned it.
All right, what's next? Clear out these activities. Also here on Neon.
I have things for you.
Yeah, he's been putting, I think the Dr. Sleep guy you're talking about, I think it's been in the works for 3 or 4 years now. I remember reading a press release about it maybe 2 years ago. Or maybe it was last year. I feel like it's been a couple of years,
Out of
though.
my face. Wanna conquer?
I'll tell you what's been popping up on my TikTok feed the last few. Why am I blanking on it? The Strand. Guillermo del Toro did a TV series about vampires. I think it was called The Strand or The Strain. The Strain, not The Strand. It's called The Strain or just Strain. The Strain or Strain. Fuck. Now I'm gonna go look it up. Hang on. Yeah, it was The Strain. And I watched it when it aired, and that was a phenomenal horror show. Just start to finish. That is one of the coolest TV shows I've seen. Like a horror show. Like, I don't normally watch a lot of horror. That was really, 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 really good across 4 seasons. And I've been tempted to try to see if Chris would watch it with me, but Chris doesn't really go for like horror stuff that much. I don't care for horror stuff, but like I had her watch was it Midnight Mass last year? Was it last year when Midnight Mass came out? That was fucking awesome too. And the thing I loved about Midnight Mass was the twist they took with religion and how, you know, they made the vampire was like Jesus, and the blood of Christ heals you and heals your wounds and gives you eternal life. So people were given eternal life by drinking the blood of the vampire, and I was like mind blown. I was like, dude, that is the coolest like spin on religious like zealotry ever, because you get this little tiny island of whack jobs who are like drinking the blood of this vampire because they think it's Jesus reincarnated. It was like, fuck, dude. Oh, I know it made a lot of my religious friends very uncomfortable. But I thought it was amazing. This is a really good show. It'll, you know, it was a limited run,
Welcome to
1
Kelport.
season.
Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression.
Not exactly the greeting I was expecting.
Oh, my lord. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over.
Dracula
My name's
2000.
Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe.
Was that the
Sorry
one
for
with
the outburst.
Gerard Butler? Or was that the one with Yeah. Dracula 2000 was one with Gerard Butler, I think. Unless I'm misremembering. Yeah, I haven't watched that in years. Yeah. 30 Days a Night's good. That was one of the guy who went on to do Spartacus later. I can't remember his name now. He's a New Zealand actor or Australian actor. I forget. He was also in Shannara. Oh, why am I blanking on his name? Mano Bennett. Mano Bennett, I think is his name. Was in that
Having
one.
a bit of a brain lock-up, are we? That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game.
Must be hell of a mess to cause such a fuss.
If only you knew.
I never saw the sequel.
Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Keltcor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall.
Maybe I could assist.
You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you.
Well, it's kind of you to stick up for him in the first place.
Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okadibo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you?
I'll talk to him.
Oh, that'd be splendid. If you can
actually,
get his
hang on.
debt
I just had the
and
option
don't
to
worry
settle
about
his
payment.
debt.
I guarantee.
I just worked for him a minute ago. How did he rack up so much debt?
When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. A poor man.
Alright.
Have a fine day.
Don't make my job any harder.
I'm not supposed to be back in here, am I?
I'm glad I ended up at Keltcorp. Miss McKenna treats her employees like family.
This business summer is keeping me up at night. I can see it starting to wear on him personally and professionally. He's a good and honorable man. All I want is to give him a fair shake. Alright, well, we can go talk to him now.
What? I'm working here.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
Another day.
Another version of you. My rating only 16%. Yours
Any trouble?
from cut screen.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
up?
excited to see how business improves.
Clover
now
McKenna's
that those
offering to pay your
flyers
debt
have
off
been
to Keltcorp.
Oh, she did. Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens.
Hang on. My brother just sent me something on hypersonic travel I'm going to have to watch. And I also just got an email, which I think is from my healthcare provider, which I need to go check real quick.
I hope I haven't upset you.
We're good there. Alright, Clover Slate, read this. It might change your mind.
Really? Let me take a look. Oh, I did not know she felt this way. She is always so professional. I thought she did not like me. That is why I have sent proxies to negotiate my debt.
Oh, she definitely likes you.
And I like her. Oh, that came out wrong. What I meant to say was, I respect her business acumen.
Uh-huh.
Look at me. My palms are sweating. Regardless, you have done me a service, and for that, I thank you. You can tell Miss McKenna, I mean Chloe, that I accept her offer.
All right.
I do
How are your
have
feelings
for her, and I know they say never to mix business with pleasure, but there are always exceptions.
Yes, there are.
Thank you again for helping
Hey there.
me out with the flights.
Have something for you when you have a moment.
Get lost, I have a job. Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks.
Have things for you. Something I can do for you, love. If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers.
Agreed.
That's fantastic. I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And
it's unfortunate.
If he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.
Hey man, I like free credits. Alright, another little bit of XP. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back, everybody.
Thanks to you, Saburo is free of debt, and I am free of guilt. Clover McKenna, at your service. Lovely day for it. Thank you again for your help with Saburo. Thanks to you, Saburo is free of debt, and I am free of guilt. Clover McKenna, at your service. Lovely day for it. Welcome to Kelpcore. If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers. Something I can do for you, love? Thank you again for your help with Sabaro.
All right.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
Probably not, Sarah. But it's nice of you to try. This guy's also on Neon. God, we have so many quests on Neon.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Cup of coffee doesn't sound too bad. I already had one. Another one doesn't sound too bad.
Nothing like some Aurora to take the edge.
Hey there, what's up?
Is this person gonna talk to me or not?
Yeah, sorry, I don't do autographs.
Not after an autograph.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Cool. Most people that come up to me just want an autograph for a picture. And after I've been modding all night, it gets really annoying.
Price to start him, I guess.
Oh, so it's my fault. I suppose next you're going to tell me it's okay for fans to start stealing stuff too. My music slate's gone. Completely vanished. I had all of my new songs figured out on that thing, and someone ripped me off. Total drag.
I'll help you.
Oh man. Wow, that would be so cool. Yeah, please. I thought I sensed a decent aura around you when you walked up.
I'm just after the coin.
Don't worry about it. If you find that music slate, I'll shunt you some credits. Make it worth your time. Oh, and if you're looking for a lead, talk to Micah. She works the bar at Euphorica, and she's a walking grapevine. Anyway, I got to figure out how I'm going to mod my next set. I'll see you around, okay?
Yep.
Hope you enjoy the show.
Where's all my food, man? I really wish aid was different from food. think it was Fallout 76 where they split the difference
I know
between.
your type. The free.
I think Fallout 4 they still did like aid was everything, and then Fallout 76 they spread it between. Food was one tab, and then aid was another.
Picked up something you might be interested in.
I'm not in the mood.
Cause any trouble and I'll drag you straight to the
Be sure you never find yourself on the wrong.
Things for you.
Those chimeras really pack a punch.
Here for a drink? If you're planning on using Aurora, we respectfully ask you do so in the members' lounge.
I'm actually after a stolen slate.
I see. I'd be willing to divulge this information for the right price.
Oh, of course you will.
Thank you for your business. The man you want goes by the name of Stratos. You'll find him at Madame Savage's. He's what you would call a fan of Miss Borealis's works. Or maybe fanatic is a more accurate term. Either way, he's the one you want. But you didn't hear it from me.
Of course not.
Don't forget to ask Q to see our special menu.
Actually, do I have a fast travel close to him? I've been to Savage's a few times. That could be closer.
Be careful around here.
Woo! Man, that coffee is sounding pretty good right about now.
Might be interested in.
Excuse me.
Alright, we should quick save.
Have you been to the Astral Lounge? Borealis freaking rocks. Mate, I love her music so much.
Me too.
You a fan of Borealis too? I vibe with that bird hard. She's a beast on the beats. And I love her. Got a track in me head right now. Boom! 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 Hear it? It's bloody mood, innit? I just need some more Aurora so I can get me head bobbing with the wave. Find that zone.
Might be able to help you out with the Aurora if you give me something in return. How about no? It sounds like you're a big fan.
Yeah, which is why it pains me to be here and not in the Astral Lounge. I can't stand being away from that place. And, but I can't listen to Borealis if I'm not zoning. That bird's song deserves the best eye Aurora can fly.
Borealis needs her slate back.
Mate, there's no way in hell I'm giving you this. This slate brings me closer to her. As her biggest fan, I feel like I deserve to have it.
This is a disturbing part of fandom where people... This is stalker syndrome, right? This is when you get stalkers. They think that they own a piece of you. Co-Carnage had a really interesting discussion one time about the sort of parasocial relationship between streamers and their followers, right? Because a lot of people, you know, you've never met these people in real life, right? Like, everybody in chat is a good example. Like, we're all here every single day. I recognize names. There's a lot of people who support the channel financially in different places. But none of us are actually friends. You know what I mean? Like, we're all just, it's a,
I could be listening
there
to
is a
music,
dynamic, there is
but
a give and
instead I'm
take,
listening to silence.
but it's not an actual relationship. It's not an actual friendship. Like, we don't know each other. I don't know you, your mom, your kids, your dog, your cats. Like, there isn't, you know, but yet some people feel as though they have a claim. It's not so much with male streamers. It does happen, but especially with female streamers. I can't remember the name of the girl who has, I think she's like British and she's got Tourette's, I think. I see her stuff on TikTok occasionally. I can't remember her name at all. But it popped up a couple nights ago where she was talking about she put a call out for a personal assistant, and she got, like, she was showing off some of the applications she got, and it was like Sweet Anita, that's the one. She sent in, she was sharing like all these,
You in there?
basically all of these really scary men who sent in like requests to be her personal assistant, and it was just like people who really thought that they already knew her. And it's like, it's just kind of, there is some scariness to the way fandom can happen, and when you get people who are like stalker level friends. There's a clip of what is his name? It's Liam and Noel, the two guys from Oasis, the brothers that can't stand each other. And there's a clip from years ago where they're like talking to one. He's got like, I've got 87 million pounds of Rolls Royce, 3 stalkers. Do I want more? Fuck yeah, I want more. But it was just funny because like the stalkers were like one of the things that he mentioned. Like, I've heard some really scary shit about stalkers. You know, if you listen to some of the court cases of celebrities who've had stalkers, people break into your house, you know, steal your shit, do some really nasty stuff to your things in your house. This is a creepy story right here.
Why would I part with the one thing that connects me to her?
Frodo, what are you doing, Frodo? I see you looking over here. As a super fan, you should do what's best for Borealis.
And who are you? You don't speak for her.
She's gonna resent you if you keep the slate.
I don't want that. She should know I appreciate her.
It's actually not her best work.
That would explain why she just...
I can't believe that
left
worked.
it there. As much as I hate to admit it, you're right. Okay, you can have the slate. But next time I stop by, I want to hear a mod so sick it beats the piss out of my brain.
I don't think I've had any creepy stuff happen yet, which is nice. I'm sure it'll happen at some point. I've had people who, there was somebody who early on when I started streaming, like early in 2022, like middle of the, like when I first started going, that summer, had a person who got really active with the channel, and he was donating big amounts of money, like $500 a month, in super chats and memberships and stuff on the channel. And he did that for like 6 months, and it was like, it got to the point where, and he was always there, and it's nice to have people be supportive and everything else, but then at one point there was like, hey, where do you live? I'm gonna send you some stuff. And it was like, yeah, no, I'm not telling you where I live. Like,
Hello.
I think that, you know, everybody's got different levels of personal disposable income, and it's great to have people want to support the channel and support in different ways and do donations and stuff. That's great. But that one was the only time I've ever felt slightly uncomfortable, because there was, you know, the hundreds of dollars per month was kind of, it felt weird because, you know, most people, you know, I've got some big spenders who will do a couple $100s a month from time to time. I'd say most of the people are just have recurring memberships on YouTube or recurring memberships on Twitch, and so they'll drop, you know, between memberships and the occasional one-off donations, a lot of people will do $15 to $35 a month, you know. I feel like that's probably the average. And then we have a few big spenders who will do $50+ a month, but that guy was doing like $500 a month or more for like 6 months. It was like, thanks, but also. Here's your slate.
A fan, really. Although, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. They can get pretty possessive. Doesn't matter
Joe
if
says,
it's my
my
things
roommate's band was
or
supposed
my
to open
time.
for Oasis, but they ended up having that fight at the MTV Music Awards at breaking up the week before the show. It's a tumultuous relationship, yeah. It's the price of fame. Without the fans, you don't have a career.
I get that. There's definitely a line you shouldn't cross.
This is true. There's definitely a line you shouldn't cross.
Sounds like it all worked out in the end. I've got my slate, which means the people will
I
get
would
their
not
trip.
want people to know where I live.
Inspiration's like a
And
wave.
granted, there are some whack jobs out there who could probably find out where I live.
Before the break. That's what this slate is. A still wave. A
It's
feeling
pretty
frozen in
terrifying to
time.
hear some of the horror stories of people like in
And
the
I
U.S. who have
appreciate you bringing
gotten
it back
their
to me.
houses swatted. Dr. Disrespect has had his house. I think it was a few years ago. His house got shot at like 3 or 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I can't even imagine being at that point where you're gonna have people that come by and shoot at your house because they don't like something you said on a stream or something. Or worse yet, you get the people who come in and want to rub one out on all your curtains, and somebody else comes in and rubs one out in your box of Cheerios. Like, there are some creepy people out there. We're going to take a break from these missions really quick, guys. We're going to go take out some space pirates. Akazar says, I miss when the real battle of the bands was accidentally breaking the drummer's hand in a 1-on-1 versus 1 pickup basketball game. Ooh, what is this over here? Shipping crate. That's on the other side of the asteroid. Oh! I may have hit that asteroid a little bit. My bad. Ah. This one's definitely closer. Dennis says after that story you should get a sponsor in the home security space. I use these cameras in my home. I remember when love him or hate him, but the guy Smedley, the guy who used to run Sony for years and years and years, a bunch of people got pissed off about the NG for Star Wars Galaxies and stuff. And I remember that one point, he got on that plane, and the hacker group, I forget the hacker group that did it, called in a bomb threat on the plane. They like hacked his social security number, ruined his credit, all because they were upset because he patched a game and he did something to a video game that they loved, and they took it upon themselves to try to financially ruin the guy and try to get him, legitimately you know, hurt with fake bomb threats and stuff. Like, people out there, there's some sick, twisted people out there. I was watching some clips last night from the Mad Max Fury Road stuff, and they were showing off some clips from the Cannes Film Festival, and there was like some people who were like Anna, the blonde girl in that film, I can't remember her name, Anna something, the girl who plays Furiosa, and she was walking along with her security guards, and these guys like jumped the fence and like literally like grabbed her and like pulled on her dress and were like, sign my shit, and like, and I was just like, holy fuck. Like, some people will say that's the price of fame, that's the price you get for, and I'm like, I don't agree. I do not agree that that's the price that you should have to pay. Like, that's my personal space. Fuck off. Like, I totally get the guys who like physically assault like paparazzi and stuff. Like, get that camera out of my face. Bam! You know, like, it's one thing, you know, you're taking pictures from the other side of the fence. It's the other thing, you're right up in my face. You're trying to grab me. You're touching me. You know, like, that's
We're gonna do a quick scan
not
for
cool.
contraband, and you can be on your way.
Anna Taylor-Joy, that's who I'm thinking of, yeah.
Alright, you're good. Welcome to Aquila City.
Can you imagine? Like, I can't imagine being like superstar, like Tom Cruise. Like, that guy can't go anywhere. You know, there's a reason he just lives on, you know, flies around in helicopters and private jets. And, you know. I think it was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was talking about, you know, when he finally was able to transition from using public gyms to private, to having, you know, being able to be a big enough movie star that he was able to get the movie producers and stuff to like oh, it's a ship. To be able to, I thought that was space loot. To be able to get like having a private gym in these movie contracts, because the public gyms got to be the point where he couldn't work out at the public gyms because he goes into the gym and he's just being assaulted. Like, maybe not physically assaulted, but like, you know, you've got 40, 50, 60, maybe 100 people showing up trying to ask for autographs, and they're wanting to talk to you, and they're always in your face, and they don't respect you, and you're just trying to get a, you know, you're just trying to get a pump, you know. It's like, ugh. And then God forbid you do something where you screw up and you make a mistake, and what's his name? The guy who played Kramer, Michael, fuck, I forget his last name. He just did his first interview in 18 years, I think, a few days ago. And he spent 18 years not working in showbiz. He doesn't need to work in showbiz. You know, Seinfeld paid him enough to, you know, never need to work again, ever. But the amount of vitriol that people still have after 18 years, despite the fact that he's, you know, he made the mistake, he apologized for the mistake, he's done 18 years of being canceled and reparations and asking for forgiveness and just self-reflection, all the things you're supposed to do when you fuck up, and yet people still think that he should die on a fire, burn on a cross. Same thing with Mel Gibson. You know, Mel Gibson said some horrific shit when he was drunk. And it's like, it's even worse when you've made a mistake in a public manner like that, because then it's like, you know, you're not just someone who is, you don't just have the adoring fans, now you have adoring fans and you have like the raging psychopaths who are happy to like off you, you know, because you said something that offended somebody. Not saying that those are, you know, actions that, you know, but everybody, A, deserves forgiveness, and B, especially if it's been years and years and years and years and years, you know. You're welcome. You're welcome, Joe.
Remember, some life forms don't need
Oh yeah,
space
Tom Cruise
suits,
has tons
so
of
keep your eyes
bodyguards,
open.
Cowbell. What is that over there? It's definitely sort of a structure. Autonomous Dog Star Factory. Oh, oops. I started watching Dexter with Chris. I've seen it. I watched it when it aired, and she hasn't seen it before. And if you've never watched it, without spoiling anything, first season, you know, the ice truck killer. And I know who he is now because I've seen the show before when it was airing on the air, and he made his appearance in last night's episode. Chris isn't watching or in the room, so she doesn't know this. And I can't wait for her to, when the reveal happens, I can't wait for her to freak out because it's a beautiful reveal. And it's just when you're watching it the second time, you're like, oh. What's up? You coming over here, Smeagol? You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here. No, don't step on the keyboard. Come here, you big baby. Hi. Yes. I gotta give him his 90 seconds before he'll squirm here in a minute.
Is rated for long-term exposure to this level of cold.
Hi. What are you doing? Are you awake now? You want to go get some food, probably. This guy has gotten big. I haven't weighed him in a while, but he's got to weigh like 7 or 8 pounds now. Yeah, Mr. 2 years old. You're like easily 3 or 4 pounds bigger than your other brother. He is by far the biggest. Him and Lucas. Yeah. What's up? Oh, meow. Yeah, you're a good boy. I'm always happy to pause my play sessions for kitty cuddles. Yeah. You were late coming home today. Yeah, you didn't come home till almost 6 o'clock in the morning. Out in the field. Oh, there he goes. All right, I gotta take him out. Feline overlords. Yeah. So I never even read the book, Joe, for Dexter. I'm kind of glad I never did because I really liked the show. Like it's kind of like The Expanse. I never read the books for The Expanse. I would be happy to go back and read the books now that the show is done, but I'm very glad that I didn't read the books before the show because it's a lot easier to just separate the two. I'm pretty good at separating different medium anyway, just because I've been an author for 20 years now. And so it's easy for me because I've done so many projects that you just learn to turn off your brain when people are editing and modifying for different mediums. Some people don't have that ability. Some people get really triggered because your books are better, the books this, that, the other. I very much appreciate like Brandon Sanderson going out in public and talking about how TV shows and movies need to be different than the books, period. Comic books needs to be different than books. Books need to be different than short stories. Short stories need to be different than films. Films need to be different than series. Series need to be different than miniseries. Miniseries need to be different than YouTube short series. Need to be different than theater plays. Need to be different than blah 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 blah. Very happy. Very very happy. And it's probably just got parasites, Valinar. Oh, I just got to hide another user from the channel for coming onto my Star Wars Acolyte video and making a rant about how Disney's woke. Oh, and here's another one who's ranting on my Starfield video from the morning, talking about those temples are so fucking lame, man. Guess what? You're getting hidden from the channel too. There's nothing more satisfying. I probably hide 50 to 100 people from the channel these days. It's amazing. Like, it is so satisfactory to see these whiny little bitches and just be like, rant into the void, bitch. Rant into the void, bitch. Rant into the void. Hide from channel. Like, you want to critique, hey, the temples were, they finally felt repetitive, because they were repetitive. The temples were repetitive, but when your first statement is, the temples were so fucking boring, I'm just hiding you from the channel. Like, you're not critiquing at that point. You're just, you're ranting. Someone is saying, you're telling me that I should accept Star Wars because it's poorly written and woke bullshit? Hide from channel. Love it. My channel, my views. But thanks for the paycheck, bitch. Because I still get paid. Alright. Get back to this now. I'm not a fan of the temples. Like, definitely not a fan of the temples. Like, I think the first few are okay, but they're just repetitive. It's totally repetitive. I'm not a huge fan of that concept, but I'm also not going to say that they're fucking pointless, man. Fucking stupid. No, it's not. It's the way they chose to do it. You make a game. You make it how you want to make it. Otherwise, shut up. Okay, we've got... There's no way I'm hitting that robot from here. Oh, I did get it. Oh, he's not dead, though. He is now. Alright. I don't think I've ever looked into, like, better sniper rifles. Probably have to get closer because I think all the rest of them are up in there somewhere. Oh wow, this planet has no gravity.
Don't leave any of that behind.
There's no entry points over here, are there? Doesn't look like it. Right, Dennis, exactly. As long as you spread them out, they're not... Oh, shit. Oh, no! Oh, no! Ah! I've alerted everyone. I think there's only one more up in the hills somewhere. Got him. We're good. Oh, whoa, no, where'd you come from? Oh, that's Sarah. Ha! I put her in new gear and I forgot. I do need to get her a new helmet, though. She looks way better in that suit, though. Why is she using a pistol? I gave her a shotgun.
Any troubles? You need to dropping off a few choice items?
Yeah, I gave you a shotgun. Equip. How do you have a pistol? You don't even have a pistol in your inventory. Do I need to give her some ammo? Alright, now she's got a shotgun equipped.
Oh, I love our little chats. You know how to make a woman feel special.
That's right, I give you a shotgun, now you feel special. That's all you gotta do to make a woman happy. Give her a shotgun. Yeah, larger temples with more interiors would be fun. It could be cool to have different puzzles too, but at the same time, it's like puzzles are complicated to design, and it's man hours, man. I mean, it's like it's one of those things where in a perfect world, yes, but also I don't ever see people, springing for the extra, $500,000 it would take to pay the engineers the salary to develop the extra systems that would, make, or the world builders or all those other things. I think a lot of people just don't understand how game dev works is what it comes down to when it comes to the ranty people. What's up? Sure, thank you. Do you want to take the other cup? Here. You demand a perfect world? Yeah, most people do, unfortunately. All joking aside.
Gonna take you apart! Had enough?
Oh, you're on fire! Random pharmaceutical lab out here. There's a turret over here somewhere.
Oh, you're going to regret this.
I suck at shooting. Oh, I got him! Got a hamburger on him.
Might as well take what we can.
God, a burger sounds good right about right now. I only did 2 temples in my first playthrough. I did not bother with the powers at all. I did a mostly basically powerless run. I think I did the 2 that were required by the main story, and that was it.
It's likely this facility was constructed within the crater to protect it from the elements. Or prying eyes.
This playthrough, honestly, I'll probably just keep going because this is more of a completionist playthrough. Obviously I gotta be out of the office for a little bit, but I'll be doing outpost building and ship building with this one, which I did not do in the first one. And at some point I will push through to New Game Plus.
If something's on your mind, have something for me?
Now you want a burger? I know. The worst part is, like, right now we live in the boonies. So I got really used to having like Uber Eats and things delivered to my door when I lived in the city. And living out here, we're 2.5 hours away from the nearest city, and there's no Uber Eats. Now we can order lots of things from local places like tamales and tacos and things of that nature, but like if I want Indian food, like I gotta make it. If I want chicken masala or buttered chicken, I gotta make it at home. Or garlic naan, I gotta make it at home. Good pizza, I had cold pizza earlier. There's one pizza place in town that does a halfway decent pizza, but it's not that good. There's no burger joints in town. There's no steakhouses in town. There's no ramen place. There's zero fast food here. I don't know that I've ever been in a place ever in my entire life where there is zero fast food. There's no fast food chains here. None. No international chains and no national chains. It's a trip, man.
See you soon, love.
Just as we need Starfield preservatives, we went to the lock that was empty for 100 years, but they let me grab the carton of milk off the table. Dude, I made that comment the other day. We broke into the facility, I think is what, or the Crucible. No, it's not the Crucible. It was the ship related to the Crucible facility storyline. There's this ship off in space that you got to travel to, where it's like 27 light years out there, and it's been out there for 100 years or whatever. And we're on the ship, and there's like a bottle of beer from the Freeport, not Freeport, sorry, from the Freestar Militia place, Aquila or whatever. There's like a bottle of beer, and I was like, first of all, how did that get here? And second of all, like how you know, it made no sense, but there it was. Right, Akazar. Subway, you know, Subway, Taco Bell, McDonald's, you know, all of those are like everywhere. And here there's nothing. I don't even think, I think the nearest fast food place is 45 minutes down the road. I'm pretty sure there is a place over in Palenque. I'm pretty sure there's a Subway there. But I haven't been up there in a few years, so I don't remember. I remember when I used to do road trips from Missouri to Colorado all the time. Back in like the early 2000s, like Subway was like the #1. You could be in the shittiest podunk little place in the United States, and there's going to be a Subway, you know. And a Dollar General? Yeah. Oh, nope, I saw a flashlight. Not my flashlight.
Well, hello. There's a terminal up above, on the catwalk. We should search for a way up.
You might be right, Lau. There might be more Subways on an international level than there are McDonald's. Update friend and foe settings, recalibrate. Activate units.
Find anything useful?
How hard is it to take this guy down?
I will always take more sealant. That shit's hard to come by. Oh, that may have been a bad decision. Yep. And to think about it, honestly, I've probably had more Subway on international travel than I've ever had McDonald's. Like, you know, you're in some random city in the world, and you know, you got an airport layover or whatever, you're looking for something quick to get a bite to eat, and it's like, there's a Subway.
Poor soul ended up this way. Such a shame.
Still coming at ya!
Oh, hello. Feels good. Elemental Shotty. Did I finally just get a legendary shotgun? I think I did. Hell yeah. Legendary shotgun, which we'll check out in just a second. Oh, we got another one somewhere in here. I hear him. Folder. Alright, there's usually...
I wonder where this leads.
We're about to go find out. Subway restaurant requires less space than McDonald's. Kitchens are smaller, no drive-through service, etc. Yeah, for sure. Dennis says, looked it up. 37,000 Subways as of 2023, 41,000 McDonald's. As of, oh, huh. So that's relatively close. Closer than I would have thought. McDonald's has had a bad, for better or for worse. 1, 2, 3. McDonald's has had a bit of a reputation ding ever since Super Size Me came out years ago. Subway had their own ding though with the pedophile dude, Jared, whatever his name was.
Hello. I think I found something here. A way out of here?
I would assume it's a way out. We're gonna wait for the fire to die down.
See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
The layout's kind of the same on all of these, Sarah, so, you know, keep up, darling. See, this is the one area where I will give people a little bit of leeway when it comes to criticizing, because, yeah, you do enough of these kill quests, and these are all the exact same layout for these little missions you do to go kill like a bandit leader. And everybody's the people who want to criticize are always like, it's just lazy development, procedural generation sucks, and here's why. Yes, but the funny thing is in the same token, people will try to say like, this game can't compare to Mass Effect. It's like, dude, do you not remember how bad Mass Effect mission locations were in the first game? Like, it was so copy paste. Like, it was so horribly copy paste. Like, here it's, you know, it's these areas are copy pasted, but not to the same extent as Mass Effect was. Like, that was bad. This is noticeable, but only if you're doing these missions. Like, if you're not doing these little side missions, it's not noticeable at all. Whereas in Mass Effect, you had no choice but to